Streaming has begun. Whoa, hang on. Can you hear me? My audio working? Testing one, two, three. Fantastic. And last thing, real quick. You can hear the sound effects. Fantastic. Are we live now? Are we moving forward? Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very special edition of PWA Battery. After an unexpected and untimely delay, we are finally on the air. My name is Ronnie Stockholm, and I am proud, I am honored to present to you tonight this very special edition of our favorite live Tuesday wrestling event. You see, folks, this isn't just any battery. This is a battery dedicated to little Ryan Keller. And I know last time when we did this, it was his Make-A-Wish to have a very special birthday battery. Frankly, we didn't expect him to make it this far, given the nature of a Make-A-Wish, but we are contractually obligated, folks, so I guess we're going to do this as long as he keeps kicking. So, welcome, folks, to the very special birthday bash. Little Ryan Keller designed this card all by himself, sent it to us in the mail. I have a beautiful piece of construction paper right here that I'm holding in front of me. It's so colorful. Crayons, all colors. It is just fantastic. And you know what? What he lacks in experience, he makes up for enthusiasm as an old school wrestling booker. Let's get this show on the road. Folks, we have an incredible card for you tonight. We're going to start things off with some light heavyweight action featuring Derek Arzon. That is Lightning Derek Arzon versus Mighty Cobra. Coincidentally, the first holder of the Derek Arzon Championship belt, which, as you all remember, was simply Derek Arzon, arms and legs wrapped around Mighty Cobra's waist. I don't know what to tell you, folks. It was a different time. It was 2016. A lot has happened since then. A lot has happened recently to Junior Cobra as well, and to Derek Arzon. Derek Arzon recently back from an extremely successful tour at MLW, where, if the report that I'm seeing is right, he was holding multiple titles at once. Just an amazing, amazing accomplishment considering he was only gone for a couple of weeks. And of course, Mighty Cobra here, looking a little bit on the disheveled side. Those of you following along with current storylines know that Cobra and Anaconda have recently become the victims of Spencer Watts and his dastardly deeds. Mighty Anaconda injured. Junior Cobra, a shell of his former self, still waiting to hear from him in the wake of the attack that has left him, at least temporarily, no longer a tag team competitor. Well, enough talking, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road. Derek Arzon versus Mighty Cobra, one-on-one. Bill White is your referee. Folks, normally you would be treated to some fantastic written music here. Spare no expense for PWA. Unfortunately, we're going to a little snafu all of the fantastic wrestlers' entrance tunes. We will be instead hearing generic background fighting men and women head their way to the ring. Certainly an unfortunate side effect of hey, you know what? All the more opportunity for me to talk up these fantastic competitors. Mighty Cobra versus Derek Arzon, two longtime veterans. The administrator, Little Ryan Keller. Happy birthday, Ryan. Bill White checking in, and we are underway. Bit of a test of strength. Derek Arzon winning that first exchange. Sends Cobra to the ropes. Cobra manages to slide between those supple legs. Four-fingered chop by Cobra to the throat of Derek Arzon, followed by a drop toe hold. These two are absolutely incredible competitors. I'll tell you what, they are human highlight reels. And oh my goodness, head scissors turned into a powerbomb by Derek Arzon, already showing his strength advantage over the smaller of the cold snakes. Derek Arzon with an armbar, Bill White checking in. Still too early for a submission, most definitely. Cobra goes behind and takes out Derek with a chop block. Goes behind a second time and hits a drop hook, showing tremendous agility. Derek Arzon with a drop toe hold. Drags Cobra into position, picks him up, sends him to the turnbuckle. Oh, and Cobra countered with a hook to the eye. Certainly not above going low, though he does profess to be somewhat of a superhero. Perhaps he's seen the light as it is ever since losing Anaconda there. Derek Arzon mounting the corner. Gentlemen, I apologize for the small delay there. Looks like our audio mix is a little off. I'm being the dulcet tones of Ronnie Stockholm here being drowned out by the action in the ring. I'll be relying on my fans to let me know if this is an improvement. I'm sorry, the cheering, loud crowd there just drowning out this your intrepid announcer. Derek Arzon with a snap suplex, taking Mighty Cobra over. Cobra getting put in position for a quick pinfall. Bill White in with only a 1 count. At 4.5 minutes, we've still got a lot of fight left to go here. Cobra with a chop to the throat. Goes for a Pele kick of sorts, but Arzon too quick has it scouted, moves out of the way. Arzon cinches in a deep headlock. And Cobra manages a drop toe hold. This is a very even encounter, back and forth between two veterans. Cobra with a Thez press and just starts slamming Arzon's head. I am being told our audio mix is still a little bit off there, folks. Gonna keep on fooling with it until we are at a good spot. Arzon takes Cobra down, an arm, just dragging Cobra arm first into the canvas. Cobra with a chop and a Pele kick, finally manages to land that. And it sounds like we found a sweet spot for our audio. I'm getting a thumbs up from the audience of there. The only audience that matters, of course. And that is little Derek, little Ryan Keller. Oh my goodness. Cobra smashing Arzon's head into that mat. as we hit the 7.5-minute mark in this match. Arzon with an enziguri kick. These two competitors are going move for move. This is a fantastic contest. We sometimes forget that despite his antics, Mighty Cobra is a skilled grappler, but not skilled enough to avoid the Thunderstroke. 1, 2. Cobra manages a kick out at 2. If Bill White had been a little more on the ball there, that might have been the end of it. Cobra with a Manhattan drop and a flipping drop kick, showing he's still in this fight. Sends Arzon to the ropes. Arzon sidesteps a drop kick. Arzon back to the ropes. Cobra with a roll-up Noah, a double stomp to the stomach. Cobra off the ropes and drops a mighty Anaconda-inspired headbutt. Big Bulldog takes Arzon down. Cobra is feeling it. He is on fire. Perhaps he is channeling the severe emotion caused by the loss of his tag team partner into this performance. Cobra into the corner, jumps over Arzon, rolls him up. 1, 2, and a quick kick out. Arzon with a lot of fight left in him. Cobra misses with the mist as it were. Arzon with the double pro wrestling knees to the back of Cobra. And a flipping senton. Cobra's a small man, folks. He can't take too many high-impact maneuvers like that. Arzon with a double arm suplex slam. Just a beautiful maneuver there. Goes for the pin, putting all of his weight down on Cobra's chest. Cobra manages a kick out at 2. Cobra again goes for that mist. Arzon just walks through it like a boss. Dueling punches. Cobra says, "Not today," and manages to land a kick. But Arzon comes back with an enziguri, showing that he's got a little bit more steam left in his engine. Cobra comes off the ropes with a superhuman punch. Arzon sent to the turnbuckle, takes a face full of green mist and a dropkick for his trouble. Cobra again going for that mist, but gets put into the corner. Cobra reverses it, and Cobra stomps on Arzon and then delivers just a horrific groin to the chin. Oh my goodness, look! Up in the sky! And Cobra with 2 handfuls of ropes. Bill White sees it. This match will continue. Cobra cracks Arzon's chin over the back of his admittedly hard head and follows up with a second headbutt. Here at over 13 minutes here, and a Cobra strike! A snake bite as it's sometimes called, folks. 1, 2. Arzon manages to kick out. Cobra kicks Arzon in the midsection, off the ropes, and another headbutt. Goes for a very creative pin there right in the middle of the ring. Arzon kicks out at 2 as we have crossed the 14-minute mark in this encounter. Cobra on the top, comes off with a heroic European uppercut, ascends to the top again, and just a beautiful spinning maneuver. Arzon in the ropes though. Arzon throws. Cobra manages a Fez press of his own, and he's feeling it. He's letting the crowd know that he is ready to put this away. He is done playing with Mighty Cobra. Double knees to the breadbasket from the top rope. And another flipping senton, the Arzon special. Arzon is really giving it to Cobra now. And puts the masked man to sleep. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Cobra kicks out as we near the 16-minute mark. Cobra goes for a jawbreaker, but manages to knock himself briefly unconscious. But it is enough time to get some mist back in the eyes of Lightning Derek Arzon. Arzon's going to need a tetanus shot after this. Too much of Cobra's spit in his eyes and mouth and nose, and it's not a pleasant image, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know that he brushes, and yet again more mist. This is getting gross, folks. Cobra now feeling it. Cobra telling the crowd that he is ready to score what might be one of the biggest singles victories of his life if he can manage it. Cobra positions Arzon, goes for the pin. And still, Arzon, it's going to take a big maneuver to put Arzon's shoulders to the mat for the 3. Let me tell you that. Cobra again with a quick roll up. 1, 2. And Arzon again kicks out. However, every time he kicks out, that is taking energy. Oh my goodness, a double noggin knocker. Both competitors down as we pass 18 minutes. Both back up again. The crowd is going wild. Cobra manages some punches, followed by a shimmy and a shake, and the most bionic elbow I've ever seen. Cobra comes off the ropes, drops that headbutt. Oh, but Arzon, drop toe hold. Off the ropes himself. Goes for a flying leg lariat, but Cobra sidesteps it and rolls him up. This could be it, folks. My goodness, Arzon was almost caught off guard by that one. Arzon with a running arm breaker drives Cobra's shoulder and face right into that mat, comes off the ropes, manages that leg lariat finally, and he goes into an arm blitz. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this might be it. Cobra cannot have much left in the tank after the beating he's taken, but he manages to slip out. That might have more to do with the body oil he's wearing, and to be honest, at this point, it might not be body oil, it might just be cumulative grease. I'm not sure that he's bathed since Anaconda's arm got broken. Goodness gracious, Arzon with just high impact offense off the top rope. He is not taking it easy on the Cold Snake. He wants to score a solid singles win to show PWA that even though he's been spending time in MLW, he is PWA born and bred and ready to make waves here. And look at that, thunderstroke right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2. And that is the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Lightning Derek Arzon with an amazing victory. And I know little Ryan Keller out there is a big Arzon fan. He must just be cheering right now through his test tube in his nose and mouth. All right, here we go, folks. That was our first match. And let us see what is on the card next. My goodness, would you look at that? The crowd absolutely loved that one. All right, folks, I'm looking at my program here. And it looks as if our next match, oh my goodness, would you look at this? It looks like we have a match featuring the longest reigning tag team champions in wrestling history. Yes, I said wrestling history, and you know why I said that? It's because sports entertainment doesn't count. Look at this here. Look at this. We have Cassidy Cray and Bokrog Minaj doing a bit of a throwback here. Bit of a throwback outfit, kind of calling back on their dark old days, which of course, what a legacy to call back on. These two have been kicking butt and taking names for longer than I can remember. It's going to be Alpha Omega tonight, taking on some of DIE's most vile and vicious competitors. We have here Nakamura Yamasaki and his tag team partner, the one and only Spoiler 3, the third. And of course, no DIE match would be complete without the presence of the one and only Marty Dinkle. Fresh off what I understand is his greatest victory of all time that I am not allowed to mention due to an impending legal junction. Those of you that saw a previous birthday battery know what I'm talking about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, I may need to step back here just a moment. Not for any reason that that needs to be discussed. We just may have we have Marty Dinkle here, who was attempting to skirt the rules there just a little bit. All right. All right, folks, let's take you to ringside for some amazing tag team action. Alpha Omega taking on DIE, seconded by Marty Dinkle. And folks, if I can be serious for just a moment here, Alpha Omega is an absolutely amazing team. You don't need me to tell you that. These two have been on a tear ever since they got those championships. They have taken back, they have fended off all challengers, and during this exciting season, we have seen them defend their titles successfully. And of course, DIE always looking to regain gold in their faction. And Spoiler 3 and Nakamura Yamasaki, you would be hard-pressed to find two more deadly competitors in all of PWA, in all of pro wrestling. We've had a chance to see them shine so far in the King of Deathmatch tournament, and now they're going to see if they can stake their names to the PWA Tag Team Championships, even though this is not a title match. Of course, this would look really good in the eyes of the PWA Championship Committee if they would score a victory in this wholly canonical, fully sanctioned match that will have consequences elsewhere. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm being told that everything I just said is incorrect. Cassidy Cray and Nakamura Yamasaki starting out. Cray with some catch-as-catch-can offense. Nakamura firing back with a tremendous chop and a kick. Oh, and immediately he goes to the eyes. Nakamura Yamasaki, my goodness, he is an expert striker. He knows where all of the vital parts are on the human body. And look at that, managing the ring, not letting Alpha Omega get a double team advantage. As soon as Bokrog tagged in, Nakamura threw Cassidy outside the ring. And look at this. They've managed to lure both Alpha Omega into their corner for some vicious-looking double team action. And Marty Dinkle outside the ring looking very pleased. Bokrog takes the Spoiler down, and Spoiler answers back with power. A big axe handle to the back. Don't discount Bokrog's strength, though, either. Bokrog Minaj may not be the largest dog in the fight, but he is an incredibly potent fighter who has shown tremendous ability against larger opponents. The Black Embrace is one of the deadliest submissions in all of PWA. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes in, as above, so below on the Spoiler. And some Spoiler trying to answer back with a powerbomb and manages to get cut off. Alpha Omega doing a great job of cutting the big man down to size. Cassidy Cray managing to win a strike exchange against Spoiler, comes off the ropes and delivers a flash elbow right to the crown of the mask. But Spoiler, no wasted motion, and a headbutt takes him down. Tags out to Nakamura and Bokrog. And again, a happy birthday to Ryan Keller, who put together this card all by himself, and we are so proud of him, so proud. And thanks to our deal with Make-A-Wish Foundation, hey, we may be doing these for years to come. He's really come back around after a rough year or so. So congratulations to Ryan Keller. And happy birthday. All right, Bokrog Minaj grinding the elbow, grinding that gauntleted wrist beam right into the side of Nakamura's head. Nakamura making a tag out to the Spoiler. Marty Dinkle shouting some words of encouragement from the outside, but Spoiler eats as above, so below. Nakamura manages a rake to Bokrog's eyes, manages to avoid any further double teaming from the tag team champions. Spoiler seems to have regained his footing, and he is taking it to Cassidy Cray in the way that only he can. Just rough, brutal assault. And look at this, some tag team synergy, a double suplex by DIE. And a second attempted one to Bokrog Minaj, but Bokrog manages to fight them off. And would you look at that? We've got some Crimson in the ring. Got to see who exactly is showing some color there. That might be Cassidy Cray outside the ring there. Bokrog manages to win an exchange of blows. And then he grinds that gauntlet right into the ear. That'll cauliflower an ear, ladies and gentlemen. Nakamura, hard elbow to the back of Bokrog, plants him on the ground, tags out to Spoiler. Teamwork here by these two. Nakamura, the illegal man, Getting some final strikes in on Bokrog. Spoiler answering with a pin. Only a 1 count, but don't discount that pin. Spoiler is a heavy, heavy man. Every time Bokrog has to kick out of that meaty embrace, it's taking energy, taking the wind. Ooh, a hard punch to the gut. And a body slam. Spoiler is not a small man, folks. Bokrog crashed down from very high up. But Bokrog comes back with a double knee stomach crusher and manages to make that all-important tag to Cassidy Craig. Beautiful tag team. And yes, indeed, Cray is busted open. He is bleeding there from the no-holds-barred assault by DIE. Manages to fight his way out of that corner, though. And a flipping pin. Not even a weapon. Although I think the team is just trying to show Nakamura that he's got a lot of fight with him. But look at that, Nakamura pounding the tag team champion relentlessly. Comes off the ropes, a double cross chop to the back of the head. And would you look at that, a kata hajime just wrapping up the still bleeding Cassidy Craig. As this match goes on, that blood loss is going to become a factor. Attempted spike pile driver. Oh man, a successful spine buster right there. Tags out to both men. And some impactful offense in that ring. All 4 men down. At this point, I've got to say that DIE seems to be doing pretty darn well here, but do not count out the tag team champions. They may have dropped 1 or 2 falls in their career, but certainly not many more than that. Package pile driver attempted, but Nakamura manages to kick Bokrog out of it. And Nakamura again with that kata hajime at the 13-minute mark. I don't think Bokrog's ready to tap yet, but that is going to wear on the champion. Bokrog goes for a suplex, and thankfully Cassidy Cray able to prevent Nakamura from reversing. Tag back out to Cassidy Cray. Big flying wheel kick followed by a beautiful field. Cassidy Cray with a backdrop. And a spinning chop to the throat. The Pinfall Wizard is most definitely letting DIE know that he's still in this fight despite his blood loss. Oh, and would you look at that Marty Dickman just jawing Cassidy Cray. Just giving him what's for verbally. And only verbally, I might add. I don't think he would dare lay a finger on the tag team champion. Two count on Spoiler from Cassidy. Cassidy picks Spoiler back up again. And oh my goodness, Spoiler alert at the 15-minute mark. Spoiler goes for the pin. Bokrog there to break it up, but Cassidy Cray is in trouble. Bokrog attempting oh my goodness, look at that! Great Awakening on Spoiler. And nearly a 3 count. Managed to get a Great Awakening out of nowhere. But yet, Spoiler still fights on. A muscle buster followed by a double axe handle. And now Discretion, the better part of Valor, tags out to his partner. Tag out to Bokrog as well. And would you look at that? Black embrace on the illegal man, but some vile-looking mist from Nakamura. And that is enough to distract him, enough to put him off his game. Nakamura able to backdrop him out of the ring. But Nakamura doesn't see that he's right behind him. To no avail, he throws him out. Now Marty Dinkle's verbally berating Bokrog Minaj. And Spoiler is physically berating Bokrog Minaj. And Bokrog has had enough. He's got a hammer. Oh man, he is measuring Nakamura. He's measuring him. Oh, he goes for a swing. Nakamura dives out of the way, manages to make a quick tag. And Spoiler able to knock that hammer out of Pokrog's hands. My goodness, could you imagine, folks? Spoiler alert, deep in the wrong side of the ring. And that hammer is still on the ground there, folks. It could still come into play here. Honestly, at this point, it could be anyone's game. We've hit 19 minutes, and these two teams are just going at it tooth and nail. Cassidy Cray in the midst, he's got an iron claw on him, but Spoiler, once again, not the legal man, just doing some fierce damage so Nakamura can clean up. Nakamura sends him to the ropes. Giant AA style spine buster. Goes to the top rope. Blood tsunami, and we are in the ropes, but there is certainly a lot of blood in the ring from Cassidy Cray. Cray with the double knees to the chin, and he is firing up, trying to get the crowd on their side. Cray tags out to Minaj. Another set of double knees, drops the Japanese psychopath to the ropes, or to the ground, and Black Embrace, will he tap out? Spoiler in to make a timely and a big power bomb to Cassidy Cray as Nakamura brings out the hardware, dragging a sickle right across the face of Minaj. But Minaj comes up not bathed in red, but seeing red. He is a house of fire. He is beating the snot out of Nakamura Yamasaki. Big time splash to the back. Makes a tag out to his partner. Nakamura tags Spoiler. Big foot shotgun to Nakamura. And Pokrog manages to save Cray from a pin attempt. And the pinfall wizard going for a pin. 1, 2. No, just the one pin. Nakamura able to break it up. So much action going on, I can barely call it all, ladies and gentlemen. Spoiler taking a well-deserved jog across the ring. And 2. My goodness. Get back to the ropes there. Cray sent to the far corner. He is in the wrong side of town, folks. And Spoiler meets him. Manages to cut him off. And a big muscle. Wait a minute, folks. Oh my goodness, folks. That was a muscle buster right on that sledgehammer. Don't you think for a second that was accidental? The handle of that sledgehammer went right between the shoulder blades of Cray, but Cray still, the fighter's instinct in him still looking for a quick attempt at a pinfall. Cray's back must be spasming right now, ladies and gentlemen. But he is letting the gods above are on his side. Tags out to Pokrog Minaj. All 4 men in the ring as we cross the 25-minute mark in this tag team encounter. Both with a big splash on top of the Spoiler. And a series of punches right to the mask. Nakamura manages to, goodness gracious, just spikes Pokrog Minaj right in the center of the ring. He might have a neck injury, ladies and gentlemen. That was intense. But Minaj able to come back with a foot to the face, a stunner, if you will. And he comes off the top with a flying clothesline. Solid pinfall in home territory or deeply cinched in submission or mark the end of this match. Go either way. Spoiler, oh my goodness, a cradle tombstone pile driver. And a suplex right in dead center field. Giant shot, he is measuring his man. But Minaj able to dive back and tag into Cassidy Cray. Gutbuster on the Spoiler. Big time spear to the Spoiler. Splash to the Spoiler. Followed by kick to the Spoiler. My goodness. Flash elbow. How is the spoiler still standing? He looks dazed. Pure instinct. He manages to get a muscle buster up and just drops Cassidy Cray. Ascends to the top rope. Spoiler with a big-time chop. Tags out to Nakamura Yamasaki. And follows up with a 6-star. Oh my goodness. These are some high-flying maneuvers, ladies and gentlemen. Takes Cassidy Cray down. And blood tsunami at the 29-minute mark. He is telling the crowd that this match is over. Goes up again. Looks like he was going to go for a blood tsunami. And looks like Cassidy Cray was going for a Great Awakening. Blocked. Blood tsunami again. Can Cassidy Cray have any blood left in him? But Alpha Omega manages to isolate. A rare miscommunication. Cray accidentally pulls Nakamura to the side. Nakamura eats canvas. That's a rare misstep from these tag team pros. But water under the bridge. A smart tag to Minaj and all four in the ring again. And this is crested half an hour, ladies and gentlemen. We are only 2 matches into this amazing card. And Minaj manages to drop Spoiler with an Enzuigiri and locks in the Black Embrace. Locks in the Black Embrace, even though they're deep in DIE territory. Spoiler is forced to tap the cumulative injury to the neck and head area. He simply could not hold on, and Minaj is making him pay for his insolence. Oh my goodness, amazing work. Ladies and gentlemen, at 31 minutes, 21 seconds via the Black Embrace, your winners, your tag team champions in this non-title bout, Alpha Omega. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have more action coming. The next match is the rekindling of an old rivalry, something that we have seen before, and it never, ever disappoints. We're going back to light heavyweight action as PWA's own Pantero, the multi-time light heavyweight champion, takes on the former NWC champion, the former light heavyweight champion, the always dapper and always verbose Your Mother's champion, Brawler Beckett. What in the world is Bokrog doing here? All right, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We have Pantero versus Beckett. 1-on-1. Bill White is your referee. You know, I, for one, folks, cannot wait to see this match. I'm going to take a drink of water here. I am out of breath. My throat is scratched to heck and back after that amazing tag team encounter. All thanks to little Ryan Keller, booker extraordinaire. As I understand it, Pantero is one of little Ryan Keller's favorite wrestlers. He has all of his masks and all the different many variations of the Pantero look over the years, from blue fur and blue mask to cyan fur and cyan mask to azure fur and azure mask, all the combinations. And of course you have Brawler Beckett coming down here with his Your Mother's champion tattoo. He is always looking for an opportunity to rub Pantero's face in the dirt. But, in all honesty, it rarely happens, because Pantero is one of the finest light heavyweights in the history of this sport. But don't let Brawler Beckett hear you say that. These two amazing light heavyweights circling each other. A little bit of catch-as-catch-can. Attempted headlock, drop toe hold reversal. Pantero maneuvering Beckett around and managing a quick snap suplex. That surprised Beckett more than hurt him, but that might set the stage for a dominating Pantero experience here. Tell you what, folks, buckle in. Just like our last match here, this one's going to go the distance. Neither of these men go down easy. Pantero with tremendous grit, tremendous athleticism, amazing levels of experience and heart, and Beckett with the willingness, the drive, the willingness to go low, to fight dirty, to do whatever it takes to survive. Between those two, you've got a recipe for one incredible encounter. A hard knee shiver to the jaw of Brawler Beckett. Beckett actually doing a good job of picking Pantera apart with some punches and knees, but Pantera comes back with some of that high-flying Lucha Libre offense. Double foots to the face there. Those bare feet, there is no give to those calloused souls, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of calloused souls, that Brawler Beckett, did you see him on that podcast recently, reading that fan letter? He was so excited to hear people cranking up his abilities, the abilities of Brawler Beckett, to find out that the man in question was actually a Pantera fan. And then would have loved to have heard Brawler Beckett's retort, but strangely, the feed seems to have cut out right there. Beckett reverses a shot to the ropes, goes for a wow, that was very impressive. Went for a backdrop, and Pantera somehow slid through his crouched legs. That is one slippery luchador. Pantera with a kick to the small of the butt, comes off the ropes and clotheslines him straight down in Savage style. Some stiff elbows pushing Pantera back, but Pantera answering back with some kicks. But he does go down. Brawler Beckett stomps 2 feet straight into the solar plexus of the PWA light heavyweight veteran. Beckett with a crisp, close body-to-body, belly-to-belly suplex. Pantera with a head scissors takeover. Picks Beckett up and just clocks him with a roundhouse kick, but Beckett manages to stay on his feet through spite alone. Ooh, Beckett taking out the back of the knee of Pantera. That could come into play later. Shoulder-to-shoulder collision off the ropes. But Pantera with a fisherman buster of sorts. You don't see a lot of that. That extra hooked leg really adding some torque to that to what would otherwise be a fairly pedestrian suplex. Really impressive use of full body weight there. And of course, Beckett with the repeated low blows. It wouldn't be a Brawler Beckett match if you weren't hearing bells dinging.
2.
Beckett comes back in uncharacteristically fast. Usually when he's thrown to the outside, he takes a moment to rethink his strategies. And would you look at that? A duo of flipping stomps to Beckett. Beckett sends Pantera to the ropes, goes for a sling blade but manages to get blocked. Pantera with a pin. 1, 2. Sends Beckett to the ropes and manages a leg lariat right across the top of the chest. Picks the former NWC champion up. And Beckett with the double knees to the jaw. Positioning his man, and drops a fist right to the face of the masked man. Belly to belly suplex throw. And a spinning soul butt right to the gut. But you don't trade feet. Pantera with a big time roundhouse kick. Spinning chop. And then works those legs over. Sends Beckett to the ropes. Attempts a leg lariat. Beckett dodges out of the way and is just disrespectfully painting Pantera's jaw with the sole of his boot. A series of forearms to the jaw, but Pantera manages to come back with a Pele kick of his own. Swinging neckbreaker takes Beckett down, and a kick to the lower back. Wow, Pantera really a house of fire here. We are now past 11 minutes in this encounter, and Brawler Beckett is going to really need to step up his game. 1, 2, manages a 2 count, though, with a very, very creative technical roll-up. A short, modified brainbuster takes Pantera down. Might that be the momentum changer that Beckett needed to regain control here? Big old knee big old drop kick to the knees there, picking the legs out from underneath the masked champion. Oh, what? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if Bill White saw that, but I certainly did. Well, Beckett appears to have pulled something out of his tights, and he has struck Pantera across the jaw with it. Follows up with a footstep stomp. Pantera may be out, folks. Goodness gracious, manages on instinct alone to hit that Fisherman Buster. He's trying to shake out the cobwebs. Still not 100%. And oh my goodness, a kick to the twig and bearings. Oh, and a Pax Britannica. Is Pantera going to tap out? Pantera must be hurting after that sequence of dastardly, underhanded maneuvers. Oh, and he's letting the crowd know what he thinks of him, too. That Beckett is a true class act, is he not, ladies and gentlemen? Big kick to the knee. Sends Pantera to the ropes. Goes for that sling blade. Manages to miss it. Follows up with a front neck chancery. Just smashes Pantero's back into the mat. Pantera still fighting for all he's worth, though. Drop toe hold. Elbow to the back. Sends Beckett outside. Wait, what's Pantera doing? Bounces off the ropes. Big handspring plancha from the inside to the outside of the ring. Comes up a bit groggy, though, but not so groggy that he can't elbow the teeth out of Beckett's head. Oh, Beckett throws Pantera to the side. Pantera eats that barrier, manages to stumble back his way back into the ring, though. Goes for a pinfall, but Beckett manages to grab that bottom rope with his slimy fingers. Double head-to-head collision. Beckett and Pantera both out in the middle of the ring as we pass the 16-minute mark of this fantastic light heavyweight encounter. Beckett to the corner. Pantera slams him. And a big-time moonsault. Bottom rope moonsault. Middle rope moonsault as well. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Beckett manages to kick him. And how he did that. Fisherman Buster takes Beckett down again. Real Mother's champion has seen better days. Panther dive, but he's deep in the ropes. Passion overtook perception in that particular case. A rare mistake by Pantera going for that pin. Oh, a Beckett with a chop that takes Pantera out. He didn't see that coming. Goes for the Pax Britannica, very clearly going for the... Pantera had it scouted, kicked him out of the way. That could have definitely been it. But Beckett still with some momentum. Hits that brain buster. And a low blow. How did Bill White not see that? How did he not see that? I don't... My goodness! Pantera! He fought his way out! He fought his way out of the Pax Britannica after that low blow. Frankensteiner in the middle of the ring. Kick to the back. Pantera telling that you can hear him yelling at him saying, "I'm not done with you yet." Neck chancery suplex. 2. Oh my goodness. Is that it, folks? Pax Britannica again. Pantera can't... Ladies and gentlemen, the cumulative effect of all of those low blows must have just been too much. Beckett manages to weasel his way into a win. Pantera forced to tap out at 19 minutes and 30 seconds into a fantastic, fantastic encounter. The crowd loved that one, ladies and gentlemen, and I did too. You got to give Beckett credit for gutting it out. You appreciate the result, but you don't like the way he did it. Pantera fighting with all the heart in the world. Got a feeling this won't be the last time these two meet. Well, folks, we are coming up on our main event of the evening. And this is a big one, ladies and gentlemen. What we're going to see here is, I feel like it's an encounter that we've never seen officially in PWA before, but in some of our darkest house shows, we have witnessed this pairing, and it is an incredible affair every time we see it. So hopefully they will not disappoint. We have an 8-man elimination tag match. And it's going to feature the Wilde family, consisting of Akira Wilde, Alyssa Wilde, Rebel Wilde, and Nikki Wilde. taking on Brawler Beckett. No, I jest. Taking on a deadly, deadly team, any way you slice it. They are taking on the camp, consisting of Viktor Sokolov, Masked Saboteur 1, Masked Saboteur 3, and the owner of PWA himself, Damian Black. Color-coordinated teams, blue and silver versus black and red. This is going to be a heck of an encounter, folks, but we're not done yet. Not only is this an elimination match, but you can win this match via throwing your opponent over the top rope or submission. All right, folks, this should be an exciting encounter, and the main event of the special birthday card for little Ryan Keller. Continue to fight those odds, little man, as your favorite wrestlers, the Wild Family and the Camp, go at it in 8-man tag team elimination action. This should be an exciting encounter, ladies and gentlemen. The Wild Family is always dangerous when they're working together like this. But the Camp is one of the most deadly combinations in all of professional wrestling. The Masked Saboteurs are multi-time tag champions in multiple organizations. You've got Damian Black, one of the finest technical wrestlers in the history of the sport. And you've got the multi-time world heavyweight champion, Viktor Sokolov. These four are tough to beat under any circumstances. And when you put them all together, chaos ensues. I'm excited, folks. I know little Ryan Keller is excited. This should be a knockdown, drag-out affair, and a fitting conclusion to a fantastic birthday battle. Looks like we're starting this match out with Akira Wilde and Viktor Sokolov. No doubt Damian Black playing the field, hanging back for a little bit, seeing how things play out before tagging himself into the match. Viktor Sokolov starting strong, as he always does. Akira Wilde going for a spear. Sokolov has it scouted. These two are poised to take each other on for that PWA Heavyweight Championship at some point in the future. Should be an exciting bout when that happens. We're getting a bit of a preview of it here. And Sokolov having his way with the surgical specialist as of late. Akira tagging out to his sister, his twin sister, and Damian Black, his current tag team partner, Miss Wilde. And look at that. Black asking to be tagged in. Perhaps a show of respect to his tag team partner. Black with a sleeper, with a leg lock sleeper there. Alyssa with a snapmare takes down the glorified owner of PWA. And amateur takedown and a headlock by Black. Starting things off slow, keeping it clean. Alyssa tags out to her older brother Rebel. Manages a backdrop on Black. Black sends Rebel Wilde to the ropes. Rebel holding on. Oh, and Black managed to drive Rebel Wilde face first into the ground with a bulldog, and he slams him down. Damian Black with a headlock, with a chin lock there, grounding the technician. And Rebel Wilde counters with a amateur slam, taking Black down. Oh, and Black gets hit with a short backbreaker from Rebel Wild as well. You know, the thing about competitors like Rebel Wild and Damian Black, they start off slow, very deliberate, testing the field, working on their men, bringing them down. It's very much the antithesis of the brawler, of the bruiser, which is represented by the rest of the camp there. Rebel Wild fighting off all 4 members of the camp successfully right up until the end. Black looking very proud of himself. Tags in Masked Saboteur number 6. Black fighting off the dual offense of Nikki and Rebel Wild. Nikki managing to get some good licks in on Black, though, even though he's not the legal man. The Saboteur managed to take Wild down. And Nikki Wild in a brawling contest here with the Masked Saboteur. I don't think that's a good idea. But she managed to put him down with more than just a little bit of moxie. And locks in a slowly wearing down that bigger, beefier wrestler. With ease, manages to body slam Nikki Wild down and is just cranking on that jaw. Nikki Wild with a quick leg takedown. And a sharp elbow, a pointed elbow right to the jaw there. But Saboteur comes back with a big-time suplex. Nikki's going to have to contend with some tremendous power, regardless of who she manages to pair up against from the camp. Tags out to her mother. Of course, Alyssa Wild, no slouch herself for power, standing at an even 6 feet tall. She is extremely strong, regardless of gender. She is a powerhouse who can match the brains and brawn of just about anybody in PWA. But when you stack Viktor Sokolov on top of that sandwich, then it's another story entirely. Few souls living on Earth can match brawn with Viktor Sokolov. Alyssa tagging back out to her daughter. Sokolov maneuvering the Wilds around the ring, sending Alyssa to the corner, sending Nikki to the ropes. Nikki manages a quick takedown, quick leg sweep takedown. Sokolov tags out to the Saboteur. Oh, and Nikki. The Masked Saboteur number 4. And a big kick to the face.
10 minutes gone.
Nikki sends the Saboteur to the ropes, goes for a quick roll-up, but just is blocked. Absolute no-sale by this masked man. Big knuckle arrow right to the forehead of Nikki Wild. And a series of chops. Rebel sends Saboteur to the ropes, and now Rebel deep in enemy territory, thinking better of it, taking a couple steps back maybe. A reserved approach from the eldest Wild. Hard headbutt, potentially a loaded headbutt from the Saboteur. And a punch to the gut. As of right now, the camp is managing to overwhelm the Wilds with their sheer size and brawling intensity. But Rebel manages a leverage throw that takes the Saboteur down. And a hard elbow. Now remember, this match can end either via submission or via being thrown over the top rope. Do not count. There's only one well-timed toss over the top rope for elimination at any time here. Hard elbow to Nikki Wild from the Saboteur. And another big punch. Rebel Wild is in trouble here, folks. He's taken a lot of punishment over the last few minutes. He's going to need to make a strategic tag here very quickly. And it looks as if the Saboteur's going to allow him to do it, because he's gone and tagged off to the heavyweight champion, Viktor Sokolov. Alyssa Wild back in the ring. And manages to beat a pair of This is the camp so far. Folks, we've seen the Wilds do amazing things against bigger opponents, but so far the camp is doing extremely well. And Sokolov letting the crowd know that he tastes blood. Picks up Nikki Wild, goes for a giant haymaker and manages to miss. A Akira slams. Oh, tries to slam Sokolov into the corner. My goodness, Sokolov just tossing people like they're 10 pins. If wild chucking was a track and field event, I believe Viktor Sokolov would hold the world record at this point. Huge clothesline on Akira Wilde, and that dastardly looking stomach claw. The stomach claw is it's not a move based around doing damage, it's a move based around causing pain. That's a move that you cinch in to make your opponent scream. And that's what these masked saboteurs are all about. Akira with a sharp spine buster. Oh, that fist drop. And, my goodness, I'm being told the saboteur rolls into the bottom rope there, ladies and gentlemen. Akira starting to gain some momentum there. Going for the first elimination, clearly, but the saboteur not going over the top rope. Sokolov is definitely back in here, folks. Sokolov and Wilde. These two do not like each other, that is for sure. And that saboteur is refusing to get out of the ring. Akira dazed and managed to eat a size 16 boot right to the jaw, followed by a bit of a mugging. I hope you're happy, Ryan Keller. Siberian leg sweep on the former two-time NWC champion. Body slam by Alyssa, followed by a leg drop, trying to cut the Siberian psychopath down to size. A second leverage body slam and a headlock. Some very smart around this big man, trying to sway momentum. Yet another body slam and another leg drop. She is starting to cut down this Redwood, who makes a strategic tag. Alyssa with a backbreaker, but gets cut off by the pulling pile driver. Sokolov retreats back to the outside, satisfied that his team is in good hands, and a seated Boston Crab going for that submission, because as we know, these eliminations can happen via submission or via being tossed over the top rope. Big fist drop by the saboteur. Alyssa's in trouble. I seem to be saying that a lot about the Wilds right now. But yet, we are nearing the 20-minute mark, and there has not yet been an elimination. Perhaps the Wilds still have some fight left in them. Big-time slam on Nikki. No pinfalls allowed in this particular encounter, but that still is going to do a lot of damage to the 18-year-old Nikki Wilde. And Nikki, once again, perhaps her inexperienced time, she was going for a pinfall there. No pinfalls in this match. Nikki to the corner. And the saboteur just hammering the snot out of the punk princess, Nikki Wilde. And he's tagged out to Viktor Sokolov. This is not going to be good news, folks. But Nikki fighting hard, attacking that saboteur, but leaves herself open for an assault from Viktor Sokolov. A bicycle kick takes Sokolov down. And Nikki not tagging out. Oh, she goes wonderful. She hits the champion right betwixt the nethers. And she's going toe-to-toe with Sokolov. I would not advise this, but when has Nikki ever listened to any of us? Nick kick right to the face. Tags out to Rebel Wilde. And Damian Black back in the ring for the first time in a while. Damian Black more than happy to let his fellow camp members here do his dirty work for him. Rebel Wilde with a brain buster on the owner of our company. Comes off the ropes. Delivers a sharp flash elbow. But Damian Black manages to recover. Hits a jumping pile driver deep in right field. Measuring his man. Big drop kick off the top ropes. Comes off the side. Slides 2 feet straight into the mush of Rebel Wilde. The Rebel still with some fight left in him. Manages to pick Black up. Black again tags out to the saboteur. Oh, folks, I don't know if I saw that right, but that might have been a low blow from Damian Black. The other Saboteur was shielding the view. I couldn't quite get a good look at it, but looking at the face of the Wild, it looks like he might have been hit low. Not a good sign for the oldest Wild sibling. Wild manages to limp his way back, tags out to Nicky Wild, and some nice tandem offense there, a double drop kick, and Nicky just letting the Saboteur have it. On the foot in the ring now, on the top of the ring, Black and Akira, a little rivalry. And in the wrestling, the camp just having their way with the Wild family. Saboteur with a pile driver on Nicky Wild. And a fist to the back, man. We are over 25 minutes in, and there has not yet been an elimination. You have to think the camp is closer to achieving that than the Wild family is, but as long as there are still people standing on that apron, it is anybody's game. Nicky manages a quick tag to her brother Akira, and the Saboteur tagging his own tag team partner, and Nicky goes out! Nicky goes out, but the Saboteur was not the legal man in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, they were attempting some sort of twin trickery there, trying to get Nicky out, but it was the illegal Saboteur that managed to make the elimination, so looks like Nicky is still in this thing. What dastardly tactics from the camp there. Akira kick right to the jaw of the Saboteur. And a second Akira kick. Akira Wild is feeling some momentum, unlike we've seen throughout the course of this whole match. And the Saboteur manages to lock in that abdominal vice. Oh my goodness, we might have seen our first elimination there if Rebel hadn't been in there to make the save. Oh, Damien Black tries to toss Akira. Again, Damien wasn't the legal man, but he was going to try to convince that referee otherwise. There are some tactics going on here, folks. There are some maneuvers here that are a little below the belt, if you know what I'm saying. Viktor Sokolov back in, and Sokolov and the Saboteur double suplex on the surgical specialist. And a double backdrop as well. Akira is in deep trouble as we approach the 30-minute mark of this match. And Akira manages the Akira lock. Holy cow, that caught me off guard, ladies and gentlemen. I think Sokolov's eyes are about to bug out of his head there for a second. And again, a Saboteur has been tossed over the top rope. Perhaps turnabout is fair play, but no, he was not the legal man. So that is not going to count. Alyssa Wild, the legal person in the ring, and tries to eliminate Viktor Sokolov. Sokolov manages to hold on. Oh my goodness, could you imagine, folks, if Alyssa had managed that first elimination? Could you imagine how upset Sokolov would be? Alyssa with a MJ1 style OGC to both of these men. Shades of AMX, fantastic, folks. Man, she eats a dominator. A dominator for her troubles. That's what you get for paying tribute to the great AMX. And a stomach claw. My goodness, I thought that Bill White was calling for the bell there, but she must have gotten her name on the ropes there. Akira Wild tagged in. And Alyssa tosses Sokolov over the top, but again, she was not the legal person at the time. Ha! Everyone's getting tossed over the ropes, folks, except the Saboteur, who managed to hold on. Thank goodness, too, because he was the legal man. A lot of action going on. Bill White needs eyes in the back of his head. Big spear takes the Saboteur straight out of his boots. And the Wilds seem to have evened this out a little bit. And just like that, we have our first elimination. The Saboteur is... Wait a minute. Viktor Sokolov is out as well. I missed that, folks. I can't help but feel that Sokolov might have gotten eliminated at a time when he wasn't... when the person eliminating him was not the legal man. That, ladies and gentlemen, I believe Viktor Sokolov was the victim of circumstance. We are down to a Saboteur and Damien Black. Folks, I am hearing that, yes, Victor Sokolov was not eliminated by the legal Wild, but since Sokolov was the legal man in the ring at the time, when he went over and his feet touched, they're counting it. Oh, wow, that is a controversial call, folks. The Saboteur sits down with a... Oh, and just like that, we even things up a little bit. Akira Wild must have injured his back earlier from that Dominator. He has been eliminated. The Saboteur tapped out Akira Wild with a Boston Crab. And Rebel Wild is gone too. Folks, I'm going to lose my voice here. We're back down to 2-on-2. The Saboteur number 7, I believe that is, and Damian Black versus the ladies of the Wild family. Nikki Wild outside the ring, trying to make the most of her minutes. Giant, phenomenally flying forearm there. Takes down the Saboteur. And... she has the Saboteur in the culture shock, but Sokolov and the other Saboteur argued out of it. Damien is attacking from behind. Bill White doesn't see it. Damien is a blackout. He hits a blackout on Nikki Wild while illegal in the ring. Oh my goodness! And I thought the Saboteur, folks, I am wrong. I thought that Alyssa Wild was still in this match. Alyssa was thrown over the top rope. My goodness, it's a 1-on-2 situation. Now it's 1-on-1. It's Nikki versus Damian Black. We're down to the final 2 competitors. The Saboteur is out. Nikki Wild versus Damian Black. Who would have thought we'd be here? And just like that, Damian Black has thrown Nikki Wild out at the 37-minute mark. He is the sole survivor. Damian Black and the camp have beaten the Wild family in a chaotic, confusing, spectacular 37-minute and 33-second match. Folks, I cannot tell you how excited I am to call this card tonight and how proud I am of little Ryan Keller for writing it all by himself. Happy birthday, Ryan. You are an amazing booker and just a truly awesome soul who we are very fortunate to have with us and to have with us producing excellent content like what we've seen tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, one final happy birthday to little Ryan Keller, and from all of us here at PWA to all of you at home, thank you for tuning in to this very special PWA Battery. Good night.